What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Wright's Farm. Today we're going to pick up a new project. As you can see, we got the Kodiak hooked up to the Big Tex and the little tractor is loaded up, so must be a pretty sizable project if we're taking all this. So let's go to where the new project is and we'll take a look at it and get it loaded up and back home. Here it is. It's a Chevy Scottsdale C20 buried in bamboo. So we'll get her drug out of here and get her loaded up on the trailer, get her back to the house. So I think it's been like 2 hours because I had to dig it out of quite a bit of weeds and stuff. But take a look at this. Got it loaded up on there. Truck and the tractor, just barely. So we're gonna hit the road and get on back to the house. Well, we made it back home in one piece. Gonna get everything unchained. We'll roll it off of here. And I guess we'll start seeing if I can get it up and running. I can smell gas, like really bad somewhere. Don't know where it's coming from. Might be carburetor or something. Because I had it in gear when I was rolling it a little bit, and yeah, the engine might have ate a little bit of old gas there. It tore up the lower valence a little bit. That's all right. I can throw that away. It ain't no big deal. And I jacked up the back bumper here a little bit. There was a tree there I wasn't aware of, and when I started pulling on it, it kind of folded it back, but I think we can kind of push that back up and straighten it back out. We'll get it off here and see what we can do with it. Well, we're out here working on it. Got the hood popped, got a battery thrown in this thing, and we're gonna see if she'll do anything. Got some starting fluid here, the thing everybody frowns upon, but we don't care. It'll do something, I hope. So I'm gonna get you set up on the tripod and we'll see what she'll do.
See the whole thing with that?
Right yeah.
There? Oh, dang. Was you pushing the clutch earlier?
Yeah, I was.
You ready?
Yeah. Well, it ran. Guess we'll dump a little bit of gas in the tank and see if it'll pick up.
Okay.
Alright, so we got some gas dumped in it, in both tanks. We'll see what she'll do now.
Ready?
Yep. Well, I think it picked up gas. It lives. That was easy. Well, that was short-lived. I guess the radiator got a little warm. Let's see here. Yeah. Something blew. Cause it's yeah, made a mess. Yeah, just want the record to show all this rust stuff right here that came out of the exhaust. And over here, and it's kind of hard to tell because it's in the gravel. Look at all those little like nuts or seeds or whatever those are. All that, because the exhaust tips, they point like that way and that way, like the tips do on the black truck over there. Yeah, look at that. That's just gross. And then it had a little bit of a gas leak. All that stuff came out of the door, the rocker panel. And then this is where it had some kind of leak, and then the radiator decided to blow up. Yeah. And then I had it parked over here when I was washing the windows last night so I could move it back around back. And that's where it was just sitting there leaking. Well, it is the next day. Got the truck around here in front of the shop. Just look at how nasty this thing is. I mean, it is ridiculous, the amount of just whatever you want to call that on the sides of it. On the back here, green algae kind of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna get her cleaned up. There's a bunch of trash and stuff back here in the back of the truck. Back window is disgusting. And gonna get her pressure washed up here. Get her looking better. Well, we got it all washed up. Could you tell it was white before? I mean, good lord, it's kind of reflecting light now. She needs a good buff job, good wax, and a little bit of sheet metal. But that ain't nothing I can't handle. She's actually fairly clean. There really ain't no dents and dings in this thing, like, at all. There's a couple scratches over here on the other side. Ignore that. I did that. That's my fault. Yeah, there's just a few scratches along the top side of the bed here, but really don't look that bad. Definitely need some new window seals because these things are gone. I mean, look at that. That's just gone. Some new door seals would be great. I need to clean up all that too. And then I gotta clean the interior because it just smells like, ugh. Like there is no words to describe the smell in here. It's that bad. Seat's pretty gross. A couple of spider webs. Oh look, there's the cargo lamp switch. That's neat. I didn't know this thing had that. I mean, I seen it had a cargo lamp, but I didn't know if there was a switch for it or if it just came on when the dome light came on, which these aren't working because these, pretty sure these switches are both bad. So this thing, yeah, door don't even want to shut all the way. This thing, we had it running yesterday, and the radiator, come to find out, has a hole in it. And it was firing up and running on its own with some fresh gas in the tanks, but now it's not picking up gas. The gas isn't getting up here to the make it happener. And yeah, so I guess we got to figure out what's up with the fuel system, which it needs both gas tanks replaced because this one has a hole in like the bottom of it, and that one has a hole somewhere up on the side of it. So right off the bat, needs radiator, both gas tanks. So hopefully we can should be able to find both gas tanks. I mean, I don't know that I would put both back in it. I might just stick to the left side, but I don't know, might put both in there eventually. I've got some pretty big plans with this truck eventually, like a couple years from now, but right now we're just gonna get it running and driving the way it sits. I'm not gonna really do much to it. Eventually I'll start working on this body work over here where the rocker panel is no longer with us. You can see that's pretty bad. I don't know if I'll keep the bench seat or if I'll switch it out for some newer, like 2009 2011 GMC Sierra bucket seats, because I've got a set of those. I had originally got them for the black truck sitting over here, but I don't know, I might end up using them in this. I have a flip up center console too. Might end up using them in this, might not. I don't know. They might just stay in the shed for another couple of years till we figure out what to do with them. But yeah, little background on this truck. It is a 1986. It was originally, well, it's a 1986 Scottsdale 20. It was originally a 305, I believe, because this says 5 liter or something. It was a 5 liter. That's what this sticker says, and I'm sure this is probably the original radiator support for this truck. So, and it's got a 350 Chevy in it with a 4-speed granny gear, whatever you want to call this. It's got low 1, 2, 3 and reverse. Man, I have got to get to cleaning the interior. That smell, it is on another level. So I think I'm gonna get something in there that might smell a little better. Maybe try to clean the seats some, and then we'll see if we can get this thing to fire up and run again. We'll take it up the driveway and back or something. So yeah, first we're gonna see if we can get this thing running and get it to stay running on its own until it gets hot anyway, because it starts spewing water and nastiness out of the radiator here. But, let's get to work. Yeah, she needs a good tune-up and some gas tanks. Obviously. No good. No good operator. Well, guys, I reckon that is gonna wrap up today's video. We got the Squarebody home. We got it running somehow, somewhat, and we got it washed and cleaned. I even drove it up the driveway and back a couple of times. I didn't get it on video just because I didn't have anybody film for me. But yeah, did a little bit of cleaning up in the cab of this thing, just a little bit. Like I wiped the dash off and I wiped the steering wheel off because it was like sticky, and so was the gear shift. Let's see if it'll start. I doubt it'll start. We can try it. Yeah, nah. She ain't getting gas, so fuel tanks need some work. This one has got a hole like on the very bottom of it, and the other one has a hole like halfway up the side, and it's pulling gas from this side when I do put gas in it. For whatever reason, the switch to go between both tanks, it's not working. So at some point I might crawl up underneath there and try to manually switch the lines over to the other tank and try to get it run off of that tank. You can see here it done puked antifreeze out the front here again. I did throw a little bit of wax right here on this spot, and it put a little bit of a shine on it. So who knows, maybe I'll go around it and buff the whole thing and try to get it all shined up. But anyways, that's where we're going to leave off on this video. Hope to see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later.